చేస్తున్నారా?
ఇప్పుడే స్టార్ట్ చేశాను.
ఓకే.
So
Yeah.
what are the root concepts we have in Java?
Oops.
నేను మీకు చెప్పేసిన తర్వాత యూ కెన్ రెఫర్ దిస్ పేజ్ అండి. ఇక్కడ నేను మళ్ళీ
ఓకే. యా, నిన్న లింక్ పంపించారు కదా, నేను చూసాను.
అండ్ వన్ మోర్ థింగ్ ప్రతి ఇక్కడ పవర్ కట్స్ ఉన్నాయి కొంచెం.
ఓకే.
సో మీరు ఐ విల్ గివ్ మై మొబైల్ నెంబర్ ఆల్సో. ఇప్పుడు నా కనెక్షన్ కనెక్ట్ అయ్యకుండా కరెంట్ పోయింది యాక్చువల్గా. నేను కనెక్ట్ అయ్యేలోపు మళ్ళీ మీరు వెళ్ళిపోయారు. నాకు కొంత టైం పడుతుంది యాక్చువల్గా. అంటే నా దగ్గర ఉంది డేటా కార్డు, దాని నుంచి కనెక్ట్ అయ్యే టైం పడుతుంది.
ఓకే, నాకు మీ కాంటాక్ట్ నెంబర్ ఇవ్వండి. ఇన్ కేస్ ఎప్పుడన్నా వస్తుందైతే నేను కాల్ చేసి చెప్తాను.
So these are the root concepts in Java: polymorphism, inheritance, abstraction, encapsulation, association, aggregation. Okay. So we will discuss about polymorphism first. So polymorphism means poly means many, morphism means forms. So in simple words you can tell polymorphism as one thing existing in many forms. Is the word definition. But in Java, polymorphism means having more than one method with the same name is called as polymorphism.
Okay.
So having more than one method with the same name is known as polymorphism. Why do we need polymorphism? That we will discuss. And there are two types available in polymorphism. One is method overloading. Method overloading. Second is method overriding. So you are adding two integers and you name that method as sum. Okay. So you declared the type as int, right? So you can't send double, you can't send float. You when I explained data types, I told you, right? To represent numbers we have 6 data types.
Yes.
You can segregate it into byte, short, int, long based on their length. And to hold the precision values we have 2 more, float and double. So there are 6 data types to hold numbers. So but here I declared it as int, right? So I can pass only int values here. So So if I want to add two float numbers, then what I supposed to do? I need to declare one more thing. Okay.
Okay.
So if polymorphism is not supported in Java, I should give some new name to this method,
Okay.
like some float, add two float numbers, like that I should give. But it doesn't give meaningful names, right? It doesn't give meaningful name to that method. The name should give the end user the purpose of the method. Should tell the end user the purpose of the method. When you give some name, by looking at the name itself, the user should be in a position to understand the purpose of the method. If we
Okay.
don't have method overloading in Java, then we need to provide new names for each and every method. Okay,
Okay.
that's why Java came up with method overloading. So you can provide the same name for more than one method by varying the arguments in the method. So here I provided int a to b, right?
Mhm.
By providing float a float b, that means I changed the type. Here two integers are there, two int values I am giving as the inputs. Here I am giving two float values as the input.
Okay.
So it will allow me to give the same name.
Mm-hmm.
If I try the same thing like this, it doesn't allow me. It's saying rename the method sum, because here I didn't change the type of the argument, I didn't change the number of arguments. If I make it float a, then it will allow me. In this case also it will allow me. So method overloading can be achieved by varying the number of arguments. Here I have two arguments, right? I have two int arguments. Here I have three int arguments. So it will allow me to give the same name. Okay.
Okay.
If we have the same method name with same arguments, it doesn't allow, because it can't distinguish both the methods, right?
Yes.
To distinguish the method, there should be some logic. So you can implement method overloading in Java by varying number of arguments like this. Here you have two arguments. Now I made it as 3. So it will allow me. Or by varying type of one of the arguments. So here I have two arguments. Here also I have two arguments. But I varied the type of one of the argument. Here argument b type is int. Here argument b type is float. So method overloading can be achieved in Java by varying number of arguments, or by varying type of one of the argument. Okay. So the purpose of method overloading is, instead of giving what you call it, instead of giving unnecessary names which are not meaningful, which doesn't serve the purpose, we will give the same name for more than one method to give the mm, good meaning for the given method. You can say like that. So I will explain method overriding also, then we will come to the page. Method overriding. Method overriding will come into picture in case of inheritance only. So So inheritance and what does it mean by inheritance? We discussed about it, right? So getting the properties, getting the behavior of the parent by extending it is known as inheritance. So here my class is extending parent. Okay. I don't have any methods in my class. I'm creating object for this class. Obj dot sorry. Sorry. We have to create object for overriding. I created for overloading, that's why it's not given. For overriding. So here I don't have wish method in my class. Method overriding doesn't contain any classes with me, but it's extending parent, right? So it is able to access this wish method. Okay.
Okay.
So if I run this, it will call the implementation of the parent method. Okay. So it is printing say hi. So, but I don't like this implementation.
Okay.
So my parent has around 10 methods within it. I don't have any I have around 4 methods in my parent class. I don't have any problem with the implementation of all these methods. Okay.
Okay.
But I don't like this method implementation. So to get the behavior of remaining methods, I extend it. Okay.
Okay.
I extend it. But I don't like the behavior of, I don't like the implementation of this method. So what I supposed to do? I want to change it. So to give that option to the end user, Java came up with a choice called method overriding. Okay.
Okay.
If you want to change the implementation of particular method in parent class, you can use the method overriding concept. What want you supposed to do is just copy this method. Okay. Use it in your child class
Okay.
and change the implementation. Instead of saying hi, you want to say hello. Okay. To wish people, you want to say hello. Okay.
Okay.
if you run this, your implementation will be called. Okay, this is called overriding.
Okay.
So you are overriding the definition of your parents class definition. Okay, so you can define method overriding like this: having same method name in both super and subclasses is known as method overriding. Unlike method overloading, here the arguments will be the same for both the methods. You should use the same method signature. Here you have no arguments in which method. Here also you have no arguments for which method, but those methods should present in super and subclasses. You should not place both the methods in same class. Okay.
Okay.
In method overloading, you will put all the methods in the same class with the same name, but the arguments will vary. Either number of arguments will be varied or one of the argument type will be varied. In method overriding, you will have the same arguments, you have the same name, but one will present in subclass, one will present in subclass.
Okay.
Is it clear, Swati?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, it's important. So most of the coding we will do in Java will rely on this concept polymorphism. Either we will use overloading or overriding. So it's very important.
Okay.
So we'll go through this. So the ability to define more than one function with the same name is called polymorphism. In Java there are two types of polymorphism. So method overloading will be known as compile time polymorphism also. Compile time polymorphism means method overloading,
Okay.
and runtime polymorphism means overriding.
More. Okay.
Yeah, okay. When you override method, JVM determines the proper method to call at the program's runtime, not at the compile time. So he is telling why overriding is known as runtime polymorphism.
Okay.
So when you override methods, JVM determines the proper method. So you have two methods, right? One has to be picked by JVM. So that call will be taken at runtime for method overriding, for override method. So it is known as runtime polymorphism. Overriding occurs when a class method has same name and signature as a method in parent class. Okay.
Okay.
Overloading occurs when several methods have same names within same class. These two definitions are enough for us.
Okay.
Overriding occurs when a class method has the same name and same signature as a method in parent class. Overloading occurs when several methods have same names within same class. Here are the examples. Overloading means I have setbook, but I am varying the arguments. Here I have only one string argument. Here I have two strings. Here I have three arguments. Overriding means I have a book titles. This is my parent class. I have a science book which extends book title. Here I have set book. I have set book again. This is called overriding. Having same method name in both parent and child classes. Okay, Swati?
Yes. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. Now we'll continue with the next concept in loop. That is inheritance. Okay?
Okay.
Inheritance we have already discussed many times. Inheritance means getting the behavior of the parent class by extending it. So inherit means like we are inheriting the what you call, we are inheriting the properties of our parents, right?
Yes.
So all the properties we will inherit like that. By extending a class, you get the behavior of the class. That is called inheritance. Here we did the same thing in method overriding. So overriding is the child class which is able to access the methods of the parent. If you see the object here, obj, all the methods of parent listed down here, like parent came, right? So why did they come? Because it is extend parent. So this is called inheritance, getting the behavior of the parent by extending the parent class is known as inheritance in Java. Okay, that is inheritance. Next one is encapsulation. Encapsulation means typically a class contains property. As we discussed earlier, a class contains some information. Class can hold some information and it will do some tasks. It will perform some tasks for us. So information it can hold through variables. Okay, like if you take an employee class, employee contains some information like his ID, name, joining date. This is the information regarding that employee, right?
Yes.
So you can hold this information through properties defined within a class. Okay, and you can do some tasks like what are the tasks can be done by employee. You can make it as methods. Okay, he will do job, attend meetings, etc. etc. You can make it as methods. What are the tasks performed by an employee? You can define them as a methods in your class. Like that, you will create classes. Okay. So encapsulation means instead of giving direct access to your data properties, you will give access to methods in your class and that methods will access the data properties. Okay. So in simple words you can tell it like this: hiding the data from the outside world.
Okay.
Okay, you have ID, name, right? This is your class, employee class. This is some outside class. Okay, so it did not give access to these members directly. Okay, you will create getters and setters. Get ID. This get ID method will get ID from this, and you will have one more method like set ID. This method will set the ID of the employee. These two methods will talk with this data of your class, data ID property of your class, and these two are exposed to the outside world. You can talk with this data variable only through the getters and setters. Okay.
Okay.
This is called encapsulation. This is for what you call to enable the security within Java. If you are able to access the data variables directly, you may corrupt the data.
Yes.
Yeah. In future, it might create problems for you. That's why you should not allow any outside class to access your data variables directly. That is called encapsulation. Okay. So
Okay.
how can you restrict the outside classes to use your data variables? Means yesterday we discussed it, right? Access modifier.
Access
So oh, what did I tell about private? Private means you can use it only within your class.
Yes.
So you can define all your data variables as private, and you will give setters and getters which will be public. Like this. I declared everything as private, right? Private, 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 private. Okay. For this ID, I have two methods: get ID, set ID. So these two methods will talk with this ID, and these two are exposed to the outside world.
Yes.
So we will test it. New class test. So I am creating object for employee. PMP dot. If I want to set ID of an employee, I should call set ID. Okay. 4. If I want to get the ID, employee dot get ID. Okay.
Okay.
If I try to access employee dot ID, it will give me the error. Okay.
Okay.
The fix is saying is change the visibility. Visibility means access pattern. If I make it as public, nothing happen will see. If I make it as public, I can directly call employee ID. Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Sysout employee dot ID. Okay.
Okay.
I can directly call. This will also work. But this is not the best coding practice. Okay.
Okay.
If this is outside class, right? Test and calculation is the outside class. Employee is my original class. But you should not allow outside classes to directly access your data properties. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So hiding them from outside wall will make it as private. If you make it as private, I can't access them directly. Okay, since they are private. So anyway, I should give some way, right, to access my data properties. If I don't give any way to get the data from me, then it will be useless.
Yes.
So to make that option, I am giving setters and getters. So you can talk with my data properties only through the methods within my class. This is called encapsulation. So
Okay.
hiding the data from the outside world by providing some setters and getters is known as encapsulation. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, Swati?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, and then abstraction. Abstraction is nothing but uh, there is nothing to explain it. Abstraction is way of converting real-time objects in terms of class. As I told you, we can make any entity as a class, right?
Yes.
So,
Mm-hmm.
by understanding the behavior of uh, an entity in real-time world, you are making it as class, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, converting these real-world objects into class is known as abstraction.
Okay.
So, you are abstracting the behavior of the entity and you are making it as a class. This process is known as abstraction. So there is nothing to explain it like all other polymorphism, inheritance, and encapsulation. Okay, I can't see it through program. It's a
Okay.
simple definition. So abstracting the behavior of real-time entities and making it as class is known as abstraction. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then there are two methods: aggregation and association. Hmm? So
Okay.
association means this is also its theory concept. Like we'll take this. See, Swati, and I will tell you. I forgot to tell you the importance of inheritance in Java.
Okay.
By inheritance came a picture because see, we all are human beings. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So as human beings, we are able to do few things. Like we all can walk. Okay. We all can talk. So these are the two tasks we can do. So I'm making it as methods. Okay.
Okay.
So this is my class, and I can drive. Okay. So these are the three tasks I can do. I made as a class, and I name it examiner. Okay. And
Okay.
you are also can perform these tasks. You can walk, you can talk, and for now we assume that you can cook. So these are the three tasks can be performed by you, and these are the tasks can performed by me. Okay.
Okay.
But these two we are doing because we are human beings.
Yes.
Okay. Instead of repeating these two methods again and again in all classes, if I define some other human being, he can also do these two things,
Yes.
and he might do few other things because everyone will vary from one other, right? But all the human beings have some common behavior,
Mm-hmm.
and they have their own specific tasks. So instead of repeating this common behavior, instead of repeating this common behavior again and again in each and every class, we can define this in one class, like class human. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And we will define these two methods there: walk, talk, and all other human beings, all human beings should extend this class. Like that we will do in real time. So what will happen even you don't define these two methods, it is able to access these two methods because of inheritance.
Okay.
So co-redundancy you can eliminate, right, by using inheritance. That is the main advantage of inheritance working. So if you
Okay.
don't have inheritance in Java, you need to write redundant code. In each and every class you need to repeat it. Okay.
Okay.
So what we will do is we will put all the common behavior in one class, and in all remaining classes we will extend those classes to get that behavior. That is the power of inheritance in Java. Okay.
Okay.
You got it right?
Yes, yes, I got.
Now we have association. Association means, so man extends human means you can say it like this, right? Man is a human. Man belongs to human, right? Man extends human means man belongs to human. That means you can say it as man is a human, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is called association.
Okay.
There is nothing to program in that. It is also like a definition. Association is a relationship between two classes. Okay.
Okay.
So you are extending this class means you are belonging to this group.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Man extends human means man belongs to human. That means man is a human. Okay.
Okay.
In my example also, dog extends animal. So you can say dog is a animal. Okay.
Yeah.
But you can't say that animal is a dog. In animal there are several types.
Yes.
But dog belongs to animal, right? So like that you will follow.
Mm-hmm.
So association is a relationship between two classes. Is a relationship. The subclass is a superclass. You can say like that.
Okay.
Dog is an animal, man is a human. Like that we can define. And aggregation is as a relationship. So I have a class employee and I have a string class with property named name. Okay. So aggregation means has a relationship between two classes. So every employee has a name. Okay. Every employee has a ID. ID means integer. So aggregation means has a relationship between two classes. Association is a relationship between two classes. So if we are using inheritance, the subclass will form is a relationship with superclass. Okay.
Okay.
If you have several properties, data properties in your class, that that uh, that will form has a relationship with your class. So in employee class, you have ID name means name will form has a relationship with employee. Employee has a name. Employee has a ID. Okay, has an ID.
Okay.
So like that. So data properties will form has a relationship with class, and superclass and subclass will form is a relationship. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, clear?
Yes.
Yeah, that's it, Swati. This is
And
all about OOPS concept. So how many concepts we have discussed in OOPS?
there is the polymorphism.
Yeah, first we discussed polymorphism. What does it mean by polymorphism? Just tell whatever you know, you tell, no problem.
And having one function with the same name.
Yeah, having more than one method, one function. Okay, Swati, function is a we will use function name in C. Okay,
Okay.
here you need to term it as method in Java.
Okay.
In C we will call it as function. You are correct, but in Java we will call it as method.
Method. Okay.
Okay, so having same name for more than one method is known as function. So how many types are there?
Two types: method overloading and method overriding.
Good. What does it mean by method overloading?
Method overriding same name with more
Same.
than one method.
Oh yeah. Having same name for more than one method within same class by varying the arguments. Okay.
Okay.
Overriding means having the same method name in both super and subclasses. You will override the definition in subclass. So by looking at the name itself, you can distinguish between them. Overriding means you are overriding the definition. That means you should have a subclass and superclass. Okay. Overloading means within the same class. Like
Okay.
you can remember. So next concept is inheritance. What does it mean by inheritance?
It allows the child class to inherit some property within the parent class.
No, don't say some properties. You can inherit
I mean,
and
sorry,
within the
inherit some.
okay.
Okay, okay.
You can inherit entire behavior of the superclass. You said some properties, right? It's very
Mm-hmm.
angry, wrong interpretation. So it will allow you to inherit entire behavior of the superclass. That's it. Okay.
Okay.
Next is encapsulation. What does it mean, the encapsulation?
It enables the security.
Yeah, that's it. It enables the security. It doesn't allow you outside classes to access your data properties. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How can you enable encapsulation? Is by declaring my data variables as private.
Correct.
Data properties as private. That's it. So how will you give access to them means I will create getters and setters which are public. To them you can access. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then abstraction. Abstraction is defining a class for real-time entities, real-time objects is known as abstraction. Okay. You are abstracting the behavior. That is called abstraction. And we have aggregation and association. Association means is a relationship between two
Relationship
classes.
between the two classes.
Yeah. Aggregation means has a relationship between two classes. Okay.
Classes.
That's it. you go through them again, then you can get full idea about that.
Yes.
Then collections. So what is collection in Java? Okay.
Okay.
So we discussed about arrays, right?
Yes.
Yeah. In C, if you what does it mean by array? Arrays are used to maintain collection of similar data types.
Yes.
If you have a list of names, you will maintain a string array of names. Sorry, array of strings to maintain all the names. Okay.
Okay.
So to maintain collection of similar data types, you have arrays in C and C++. Like that, we have stacks, queues, linked lists. Several data types are there. Several data structures are there, right? In C, CPP. So all these data structures are implemented in Java through collection.
Okay.
By the name itself, you can say that collections are there to hold more than one value.
Okay.
So to maintain some collection of data, collections are there.
Okay.
Okay, there are several files, there are several interfaces to hold the data. We will discuss about them.
Okay.
So there are mainly three interfaces in collections working. Okay,
Okay.
collection. There are mainly three interfaces. List. Okay, set. Then map. Okay, remember these names. They are
Okay.
very important. Okay. So in our Selenium programming, we will use collections also in some cases. So it's really important for us. So list, set to map. So I have three. Definitely there should be some difference. Then only they will provide three, right? If all are same, they will make as one. They don't give three. So what is the difference between list, set, map? We should discuss first. Okay.
Okay.
List. List is for collection of similar data types. Like array, it is also for collection of similar data types. Okay.
Okay.
Set is also for collection of similar data types. Like list. Then what is the difference between list and set means list allow duplicates working.
Okay.
Set doesn't allow duplicates. Remember this. So based on your requirement you should choose.
Okay.
In your you have a requirement like hold the information about all the students in your class. There might be a chance, right? Two students you can have same name. So in that situations you need to hold both the names. You should not make it as one, right?
Yes.
If you have two students with same name, you need to maintain it twice. In those cases, you should go ahead with list because list allows duplicates, right?
Yes.
If you use set, we will maintain only one entry. It doesn't allow duplicates. So if you want to, if someone asked you to maintain these distinct words list, like you are maintaining a dictionary. A dictionary, you need a word only once, right? You need one entry for a word. Okay.
Yes.
In those cases, you will go ahead with set. Even if you
Okay.
duplicates, it will eliminate and it will maintain only one entry for a word. Okay. So in those cases, you will go ahead with set. So based on your real time need, you should pick up one of those. So to pick up one of those, you should know the difference between. Most of the programmers also don't know the difference between list and set. They will blindly use one of them, but we should not use it like that. So first we should know the difference between list and set. List allows duplicate, set doesn't allow duplicate. This is the difference. Based on that, you will choose one of them according to your real-time need. Okay. Then what is the purpose of map? Map is there for mapping. From the name itself, you can guess. So map is there for mapping. So you can map two things. Okay. You have two objects for it.
Okay.
You can map it using map. Like you can map employee ID with with employee object. Okay. Because it's really difficult to traverse through employee object, right?
Yes.
You have 10 employee objects, so it's really difficult to find one particular object because objects are not associated with any ASCII values, so it's really difficult to find. Okay.
Okay.
If you associate employees with employee ID, so if I ask record for 101 employee ID, then you can simply go through the list because employee IDs are nothing but integers.
Yes.
So they are associated with ASCII values, you can easily compare them.
Yes.
So you can compare 100, 101, easily you can compare. But it's really difficult to compare two objects, right? It's really difficult to compare two employee objects. So to make it efficient, we can use map and we can associate one of the property, the object, the entire object.
Okay.
So using those properties, you can easily pick up the required object, appropriate object. You can pick up. So that is the purpose of map. Map is there to map to object. We will call it as key value pairs. Okay, this is called key. This is called value.
Okay.
So list is there for collection of objects, set is there for collection of objects, but the difference is list allow duplicates, set doesn't allow duplicates. Map is there to maintain key value pairs. Okay,
Okay.
simple. Yeah. So we will look at the program. My list. See, I am adding the name twice. So added the same name twice. It allowed me to add it. Okay. This is the proof. List allow duplicates.
Okay.
Myself. So added the name twice. Added the name Raghu twice. We'll see what will happen. See, here I added 5 entries, but finally only 3 are there in my set because the set doesn't allow duplicates. So I added it twice, right? So it allowed it only once. Okay. Raghu also added twice, it allowed it only once. So only 3 entries are there in my final list. Okay. So set doesn't allow duplicates. Map. So using map you can put, so like you can associate a student ID with student name like 101
Okay.
Swati, 102 Rohit, 101 So like that you can associate student roll number with student's name. Okay. If someone asks me to get the name of one or two roll number, then I will call get. So there are two APIs named put and get. Using those APIs, you can put the values into a map, you can get the values from the map. Okay.
Okay.
So see, one or two. The name is Rohit, right? So it is printed here. Okay.
Okay.
So you can easily traverse through the map. If they are associated with them, then you can easily traverse, right? That's why we will use map. Here I made the association between integer and string, but you can make the association between integer and employee also. Okay.
Okay.
You can provide two classes, any two classes you can provide. So when compared to traversing employee objects, it's really easy to traverse through employee IDs because those are integers, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why in real time we will use these kind of things. Integer, employee, like that we will maintain maps. But the purpose of map is to maintain key value pairs. You can define one thing as key and you can define other data type as value.
Okay.
Like I made here, I made integer as the key, string as the value. So using the key, you can get the value at any time. So this is one or two. This is the key, right? So using this key, I am able to fetch this value, Rohit. Okay. Yeah, this is list, set, map. Right? So there are again types. You can segregate list into two types.
Okay.
Array list, linked list. Then you can make set into hash set, linked hash set, reset. And map also you can segregate it into hash map, linked hash map, tree map. Okay.
Okay.
So these are the types we have. We will discuss about them in tomorrow class. Okay. We will stop it today.
Okay.
Any doubts you have? Because it's already 8:35, so I will stop it here because if I start those topics, it will take another 15 minutes. So it's good to stop here.
Yeah, we will continue tomorrow. మీరు రికార్డింగ్ సెషన్స్ ఫాలో చేశారు కదా స్ట్రింగ్
Okay, I will stop the recording.